Hey everybody, it's John here, owner operator of Quality Epoxy. I hope everyone is having a nice weekend today. So first of all, let me just start off with this video by saying, Monica and I, we are so grateful for your guys' support. We love what we do. We love educating our customers, and we just take so much pride in educating everybody and what we do. We take a lot of pride in our amazing Google reviews. We are running at a 5.0, which is a perfect score with over 300 reviews. So I want to thank all of you guys. So again, thank you everybody for your support and for trusting us. So I made a list here of several things that has been on my mind that I want to go over. So let's just start here with the list. Polyaspartic versus epoxy. These are also questions that I've been getting asked like the last couple months, and that's kind of what inspired me to put together this video. So the biggest difference between polyaspartic and epoxy is polyaspartic is 100% UV protected. It's also a lot more durable in terms of being scratch resistance. It's also 100% chemical resistance, and when it comes time for a garage, you could drive your vehicle on it in 48 hours from once that top coat is on. So it gets kind of complicated, but when I do my really amazing metallic floors, we use epoxy because with epoxy, you could create a much thicker mills for the floor system. So my metallic floors, it requires thick mills. And when I mean thick, I'm talking like between 15 and 20 mils in terms of the thickness. And you just can't get that with polyaspartic. Polyaspartic, my limitation is 8 mils. So there's a big difference. With polyaspartic, if you go over that, once it dries, it's gonna blister and peel up, and that's no good. So on the chip floors, the polyaspartic chip system that I do, it's the only way to go, guys. How many times have you been over to someone's house and you see the floor yellow, or maybe they open up their garage door and you see a yellow line going across the floor? It's because epoxy is not UV protected. And a lot of companies say, yeah, we use polyaspartic on the top coat. Well, you know what, guys, this is what happens. The sun will penetrate through the top coat. Your top coat is gonna be fine, but it's gonna oxidize your base coat, and that's what you're seeing. So you have to do polyaspartic from the ground up, otherwise it's just not gonna work. So when it comes time for my amazing chip floors, they're all done with polyaspartic, which means it's 100% UV protected, 100% chemical resistance, and you could drive on it in 48 hours. And when people want a metallic for their patio, I use polyaspartic on the patio too, just because it's really exposed to the UV elements. What's next? DIY versus professional. This is always a fun one, guys. Piece of advice: stay away from the DIY projects. It's going to cost you more money down the road. I can't tell you how many customers I've had call me up. They've done the DIY project, and now they got to pay extra money to have all that stuff grinded off and have it done the right way. So just remember, guys, it's always cheaper to do it right the first time. If you can't afford it the first time, then save until you can. But by doing a DIY project, when it comes time for something like this, save your money, people. It's too expensive. I mean, it's expensive. Just buying grinders and vacuums and all that alone is going to cost you 15 grand. Then you got to get a generator and, anyways, stick to the professional, people. Plus it comes with a warranty. A lot of people ask me, hey, if I get other people, like I got a bunch of neighbors, they're interested, they want to get their floor coated, depending on how many homes I get, or depending on the size of the project, if it's like a big commercial job, do I get a discount based upon the size? Unfortunately, the answer is no. My cost per square foot is based upon what my price is per unit. So let me repeat that again. My cost per square foot is based upon my price per unit. So the way it works is our pricing comes from the manufacturer. The manufacturer's pricing is based upon how much the cost of raw materials are. And we've had a lot of price increases this year, guys. There's been a lot of bad things going on, and just a big shortage of resin and raw materials, and China's not importing resin to the US, and the cost has gone up a lot. So just remember that my price per square foot, it doesn't matter whether it's 400 square feet or 4,000 square feet. It just means I need more material, which calculates to what my price cost is per unit, which ultimately is what I show with you guys at what my price is per square foot. Here's a big one, guys. I cannot stand this, you guys. Manufacturer training. Pretty much every manufacturer that makes coatings for us, they offer a training class. Save your money. Don't go. Even if it's free, don't go. And I'm going to tell you why. Think about this, guys. What's the benefit of being trained by a manufacturer whose specialty with their chemist is to make the coating? That's all they are. They're just strictly a manufacturer. If you want to be trained, hook up with an installer and ask him or her if they have a training program, and find somebody who you could mentor. Let's talk about me for an example. I've been coating floors for 22 years, getting ready to start 23. I do have a training program. The way I do my training program is extremely beneficial to the individual because there's several different things. One, well, you have two options. One, you could come out here to the Phoenix area, and my training program would be, I don't know, 3-4 days. We could knock out a couple jobs. You could see what it's like, whatever. But ultimately, I think the best way to be trained is you hire me to come to you. And there's a lot of benefits for going that route. To pay me to come to you, yes, you're paying me, but by me coming to you, you're also making money off the jobs that I'm going to be helping you do. So instead of being completely out of pocket paying me by coming to me, if I come to you, get a couple jobs lined up, I'll help you get all the materials lined up, I'll have everything drop shipped to wherever you want it, I'll fly out, drive out, depending where you're located at, and you're going to make the money off the job, and you're paying me on whatever my cost is to train you. But this way, you get the best of both ends of the deal. You're making money and you're getting trained on your job. So you guys, that's the best way to go. I'm telling you, do not go to a manufacturer and get trained. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Every manufacturer I've seen, they have no clue what they're saying to their people. They teach people the wrong way. They're just not experts. They're not out there coating floors, okay? Somebody like myself, he does, 7 to 10 floors a week versus a manufacturer who's not, they're not even in the business of coating. They're in the business of making. Big difference, guys. Okay. What's